It's not just one person in a bad relationship. It's not one person in a bad relationship with themselves. That can happen, but it's different than that.
That
What is it?
spiral becomes a tornado, a, tor-
It
a
does.
tornado of destruction rather than innovation and creativity and generation.
Right. And I have seen people sit in jobs like that for decades.
Talk about stress.
Talk about the stress with their family, the stress to their,
Mm-hmm.
they have some story that they can't go find another job because they're kind of tied to this one because they're scared, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yet they know how to do this and they get some income and they got what they call those, there's this thing called golden handcuffs and there's just
Yeah.
called handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
Right, there's no gold, there's just handcuffs. And then you have a story in your head and handcuffs are stories in your head that I got to have this job. And I've
No
noticed
matter what the cost, I
no
gotta
matter,
have this job.
I got to have this. And I
Mm-hmm.
noticed that our groups organized to try to pay younger employees to get them high enough in the rank so that they feel those handcuffs because they got to leave. Can't go someplace else.
Mm.
And they go, I got to go to work here. I got to stay here. And then now you go home, which I got to have a job. And you get home and you go, how was your day? I don't want to talk about it. Right. And now we're wondering, how come our groups aren't creative? How come it seems like there's a lot of stress in the business? People are really quiet. Oh, they must be, oh, my favorite line. They must be all introverted engineers. And that's why they're not
Yeah.
talking,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got news. The introverted engineers are not quiet. They talk a lot. And even the extroverted engineers, what what kind of a space is that to live in?
Yeah. It feels like going to work, doing the bare minimum, getting by, not being able to fully contribute, like not being able to bring your full self to the job. And so it's just like it's almost like biding your time. 5 o'clock? What do you say? I'm working on
What do
five
you work?
o'clock.
What are they working on 5:30?
Yeah.
What do you work on 5:30? That's not a rewarding life.
Yeah.
Like it's not where people wake up in the morning and go,
Can't wait to go backstab someone.
I can't wait to go to work so I can carry my 400-pound shield around all day long to protect me
Yeah.
so that I don't get hurt or I can still have this bad job I don't like. And all of that started from an interpersonal relationship when, in your story, bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is the cost of that? It's a cost in lack of creativity. It's a cost in low profitability
Mm-hmm.
because you're not going to get great production out of the group, right?
Productivity, you just
Yeah,
mentioned it,
yeah.
right? Low productivity.
Low
Mm-hmm.
productivity, low profitability. The business is at risk because there's no innovation and creativity and change.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's everybody working on? 5:30, not how do we think in the brain? What are we going to do tonight? Same thing we do every night, right? To take over the world, right? There's a creativity to that. There's a space of attack. There's a funness to it, and otherwise, no. And I've met many people who are waiting for the clock to strike 5:30 so they can go home or 4:30, whatever time you're starting.
Because tomorrow's just going to be the same. Why?
Oh,
It'll be there tomorrow.
well, and in the meantime, I'm going to go home to a spouse who says, "Why do you keep doing that?"
Mm-hmm.
Home today. What happened? Or they just go, "You're never going to change. You're never going to go find a job." They just kind of give up.
So the family has to accept the bad moods, and
Mhm.
like that's part of the life as long as they're there.